Hello everyone, this is Claudia. I'm coming to you from my kitchen. Today I'm going to demonstrate to you how I use the different medicinal plants that I grow, as well as the herb basil to make tea that you can drink. Now I know many of you are going to say basil. Yes, basil is a very aromatic herb and it makes an excellent cup of tea. You will hear my kettle boiling in the background, because I boiled it once and filled these 2 teapots, and I'll talk about them in a second. And I'm boiling it a second time for our demonstration. Now, the first thing we're going to go talk about is this Jamaican sorrel. When you grow it and you harvest the calyxes, you then dry these. And once they're dried, you can use them to make jelly, you can use them to make tea, and you can use them to make the Jamaican sorrel drink that is served around Christmas time in Jamaica or other islands as well. But I'm from Jamaica, so I talk about that. So to make this small teapot, which makes 2 cups of tea, I would probably use this much. Not a lot. First of all, y'all, you do not want to waste a lot of your herbs when you're making tea. It doesn't require a lot to achieve the taste that you're looking for. If it's too strong, you won't enjoy it. And if it's too weak, it's underwhelming. So you want to try to find a happy medium and a nice amount. So this amount of sorrel was added to this teapot here. And it's steeping, as you can see. That teapot has a built-in little strainer that holds the tea. And when I'm done, I literally remove the strainer, pour my tea, add my sugar or honey, and I'm good to go. In my next teapot, I've added my lemongrass. And I'm going to add a little bit more water to this one because it doesn't have enough for my purposes. I like to cover the herbs. So you cover that and you let it steep. So I'm going to let both of those steep while we continue our discussion. So with the lemongrass, I added maybe that amount to that teapot. And that's a pretty good teapot. It'll make 3 or 4 cups of tea. Like I said, you don't need to add a whole lot of the herbs in order to achieve a nice tasting tea. You do not want to be overwhelmed. You want the flavors to pleasantly pass over your tongue and to truly enjoy that cup of tea. Now, in Jamaica, we have a different kind of mint than you will see here in the United States. It looks like this. One of my challenge next year is to purchase it and grow it. Once I have a greenhouse, I will have no problems. It is not cold tolerant, so I would have to grow it as an annual. Y'all, the flavor of this tea is, if you like peppermint tea, you would love this tea. So I'm using one of these to hold the loose tea leaves. If you don't have one of these, I suggest you invest in them if you're going to be using loose teas. You can find these at TJ Maxx, Ross, and stores like that, or you can buy it on Amazon and have it shipped to your house. So I take the lid off and I fill it up like so. And then I cover it back. Like so. Then what I do is I hang it on the side of my cup. I add water. And that's what I do. And it'll steep. Many times what I'll do is I'll cover it with a saucer so that it'll steep and not lose heat. So I'll leave that one there and cover this back. So we're going to do the lemon balm. and I'm going to put one of these sprigs. I've already rinsed them, and I just harvested it out the garden. The last one that I'm going to demonstrate is the basil. Now, because basil has such a strong flavor, I'm only going to use a couple of leaves. And then I'll add my water. What I will do is I'll also add a slice of lemon or two to the basil, and that makes an excellent tea. I will also do the same thing with my lemongrass because I like those two together. This lemon, I use the peel in my blueberry lemon bread, and so. All right, let's go back and we'll start first with our Jamaican sorrel tea. We're gonna pour a nice spot of tea or a nice cup of tea. And I'm going to take a slice, from my nice big hand in your way, or two of this yummy blueberry bread. Then I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. Sorry, y'all, I forgot to put a spoon on the counter. You stir it up, and that tea is ready. You could actually let it steep a little longer if you want it to be deeper in color, but that's that one. My lemongrass. Oh, y'all, I wish you could smell it. It smells heavenly up in this here kitchen. That one is ready as well, but I'm gonna let it steep a little longer. But pretty much all you do when you're done is add your sweetener. You have whatever little treat you'd like. Sometimes I just have some crackers. And this is my evening meal sometimes, because we tend to have about a 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock lunch. So dinner sometimes is something like this. I'm not saying you have to do that, but sometimes I'm just not hungry and this is what I eat. Or with some crackers or something of the sort. And then all you do is you take your honey, and it's the cutest little honey pot, and you sweeten your tea or you use your sugar and enjoy. If you have any questions, you can leave them for me down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching.